You and me, possibly Dr. Raj in a few minutes might be calling in, and we're going to go over all of the Week 5 start sits, trades, whatever you got, throw it at me. I'll be answering all your super chats and dragging them onto screen per usual. And of course, we will maybe be going to the marker board. Here's the new studio for those of you that have not seen the last couple shows where we christened the studio. What's up, Noah? Noah's first in the building. Congrats, Noah. Sergio, welcome. James, what's going on? James and Noah are rivals, but they both come in and wiped our feet early. Hit the thumbs up on your way in the door. What's up, BL? What's going on, Nick? What's up, Jordan? What's up, Mitch? Tom, Sam, all you good people. And Dr. Raj was dialing in and then he disconnected. What's up, Master Yoda? What's going on, Mike? Jonathan Taylor or Mostert? You can't sit Jonathan Taylor, bro. What's up, Sergio? James says this is the first time you beat me. Talking to his boy Noah. What's up, Jimmy? Pick 2. Odell, Fuller, Chark, Jefferson. Put Chark in there. Stop messing around with that. So you're basically asking me to pick one. Probably, Odell's playing great. Fuller's playing great. You can't really go wrong. But I kind of feel like Odell's the play to me. What's up, Kango? What's up, Lou? Lou in the building. Lamar or Teddy? Give me a break, Nick. Give me a break. Take a lap. And Nick, you haven't even been here.
Take a lap.
Very often. And we're sending you on the lap run. Your first show in a long time. Nick, maybe you just haven't commented lately. Nick, I'm glad to see you. Nick is probably one of the longest long-time followers I could find on the YouTube channel. Dr. Raj dialing in. Let's see if we can get Dr. Raj on the split screen finally. Dr. Raj, I installed everything properly.
No. What's up?
Let's see, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. Damn it! What is going on?
Unbelievable.
Well, I can put your I can put a big blue screen up and put your. I don't know. We're gonna have to test this out before we have you dial in. I think.
I think so. I'll try to. I have the phone I've been usually using. It's all messed up. I got my other phone, but I haven't even. I don't want to put the SIM card because I haven't backed up my phone yet, so I want to lose all my files and stuff.
All right, I'll put a little Skype image up just so people know that you're on the phone. Discord, if you want my Discord, go to sleeperu.com/Discord, guys. A few of you have asked about that. Lev Bell, a good buy low? I don't think so. What about you, Dr. Raj? Lev Bell, you buying low on Lev Bell? I'm not.
I'm not. But I mean, that's all the Jets have. Honestly, the Jets, they're not to be trusted in fantasy football. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean. And I hope the Cardinals blast them this week. I hope Drake has a monster outing because Drake needs to have that big outing or he could potentially lose a little bit of his time.
Drake needs to have a big week this week. Let's be honest, man. I love Drake, but he's starting off slow and people are getting fed up. And this could be a week where he has a big week and shows his value. He needs to have a big week, 100%.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm going to be heading over to the marker board at some point today. Maybe we'll do some kind of ranking session. Turn the music off and Dr. Raj up. Okay. Good plan. Let's see. Dr. Raj, talk for me real quick.
What's up? Hold on.
Damn Skype.
Can you hear me?
How about that? You guys hear Dr. Raj a little better now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think they can hear you better.
Okay.
Damon with the super chat. Damon says thoughts on Jonathan Taylor going forward. I like Jonathan Taylor. Like everyone's freaking out. Dr. Raj, there are a few people that everybody's freaking out on, and it makes no sense at all. One's Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that's very obvious. Clyde has played 4 games, Dr. Raj. 4 games. His first game, he had 130, 138 or whatever it was, and 1 TD. It was like 138 rushing. I forget the exact number. Then he had 1 TD. He was his breakout game. Everybody thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. He comes out in week 2, whatever. Has 134 total yards, I think, in week 3. Has another whatever type game, pedestrian type game in week. He's had 2 games with over 130 total yards. One of them he had a TD. It was his rookie debut, and everyone's acting like the dude is done.
It's funny. He's a rookie. He's played 4 games in the NFL, and they're acting like it's game over because he had 1 bad game. Like, come on, bro, chill.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor. Thanks, Jarrett Frake. Jonathan Taylor.
I got some updates. Man, every time we go, I'll hop back.
Yeah, maybe I'll have it fixed by then. All right, later. All right, let's see if we can get let me close Skype. Skype, close. Let me see if I can reopen that. Install, continue. Sorry guys, I'm just making sure. Open Skype. Okay, hopefully it'll work when he calls back. Damon, thoughts on Jonathan Taylor moving forward? So, honestly, the thing about Taylor is that he's a rookie. He's going to have ups and downs. I think he's going to have a phenomenal overall rookie year. I think he's a top 12 or 14 overall pick if you're drafting today moving forward only. I'm anticipating a lot of things with that, so there is some risk in drafting him that high, but we can do a mock draft later or rankings or whatever and come up with a consensus on where we put Taylor drafting today. So, I don't know how you guys feel about that. Drop your opinion below. Super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Damon. Money, balls, Clayton. I appreciate you. I'm drafting. I think Taylor's got to be a high-end running back too, because you want to draft him if you're drafting today in a 13 to 15 overall range. You don't want to take him in the first round, but he has that type of potential. Mock draft right now. Noah, we might do one on the board. Should I do Todd Gurley for Mike Evans? Touchdown. Don't do that trade unless you like winning. Like, honestly, are you truly, like, touchdown, I'm not trying to run you off, but Mike Evans is miles above Todd Gurley. Like, I highly doubt that person accepts that, but if they do, take a victory lap. Take a huge victory lap, because Mike Evans is, like, literally a top 5 wide receiver, top 14 overall player. Todd Gurley, I'm not comfortable starting Todd Gurley. So that's probably one of the easiest questions I've had in several weeks. BL with the super chat. Oh, I already got that on screen. Devonta Freeman versus Dallas or Melvin versus New England. Look, I'm not starting Devonta Freeman. I'm not saying that he couldn't somehow surprise some week coming up. But come on, bro. Melvin just went nuts. I know a lot of you don't like certain matchups, and it scares you off from starting a big name player, but you got to stop that. You got to start your studs. You got to start your big guns. You can't worry about matchups, dude, at all. Thank you for the super chat. Big Nasty, Gibson or Drake in the flex. Already starting Hunt and Jacobs. This is a tough one because Gibson is your safe play, and you already have Jacobs and Hunt going pretty safe bets for you. You could take a dice roll on your flex spot and go Drake and hope that he balls out and keeps his job and gets everybody excited. Like, people are ready to completely abandon Mixon after 3 horrible pedestrian weeks in a row. 1, 2, and 3 weeks. 1, 2, and 3. And then he went nuts in week 4, and everybody's back on, I told you Mixon's the man, Smitty. So if people don't think things can change in 1 week, they have another thing coming to them. Now, I will tell you that Drake has to get going soon, or I could very well see the Cardinals pulling half of his work and handing it straight to Chase Edmonds, who's very, 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 very good, and he would do well. You can't say Mixon's the GOAT. You can't use those two.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take
Bro,
a lap.
you could say I love Mixon. You cannot use Mixon and GOAT in the same sentence, Noah. That's ridiculous. It's like saying Teddy Bridgewater's the GOAT or something. Let's see if we can get Dr. Raj on screen. Still nothing, but that's all right.
Okay, we'll roll with.
I had Noah in here.
An update, but
I had Noah in here saying that Mixon equals the GOAT, and I just had to give him a take a lap. Like, Mixon is doing better, obviously, but you can't put Mixon and GOAT in the same sentence.
Come on, man. People, you know what? I'm gonna say this. People use that term too much nowadays. They just throw it around like anybody's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Honestly, that
how many GOATs can you have? Man. You can have one GOAT, you know?
Greatest of all time. Doesn't mean like.
Thanks, Brandon.
He's good of all time. No, not the GOAT. There's only a few GOATs out there.
Buck Nasty, Gibson or Drake? So I told him, I started to answer this question before you dialed in. BL, thank you for the super chat. Definitely going Melvin Gordon over Devonta Freeman. Don't mess with Devonta Freeman yet. Gibson is, I think, a safer play. He's playing the Rams. Is not the best matchup known to man, but he had 80, I believe, 83, 84 yards receiving last week. He's had a touchdown in all 3 of his last games. So Gibson's like steady Eddie, steady Gibson. He's steady Gibson. And while I like Drake, he's also got Jacobs and Hunt in his lineup. I think Drake is like that high risk, just like you drafted him. He could have been number 25 or 30 running back, end of season, or number 4. Like, that was the risk we all took when we drafted Drake. We knew Drake was high risk, high reward. He was a dice roll, but a very, very high, high upside dice roll with a ton of risk. I think he's the same thing this week. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Drake needs to get going. If he doesn't get going this week, there's a real, real chance that half his work is taken away from him and they give Edmonds some run next game. But I think against the Jets, he's set up very nicely. I think the Cardinals need to get a different game plan going, and I think that it will start with getting the run going because they did so well with Drake last year. They were on fire last year, playing really well.
It's a big game for the Cardinals. Losing the 2 games, they got to get Drake running. They got to get it rolling. They got to get everything rolling. I think Drake has a bounce-back game this week. I mean, I know Gibson's a safer pick, but if I'm having to make that pick between those two, honestly, I might take Kenny Drake. I think he's going to have this is a week he has to explode.
Yeah, if you want a dice roll, bro, that's what I do too. If you want safety, then, you can go with Gibson because Gibson's been steady. Gibson.
Check this. I got to tell you right now, before we even get to anything.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo, you better have him on your roster this week. He's back from injury this week. The high ankle sprain. I know people hate Jimmy, but let me tell you right now, the Miami Dolphins defense, let me tell you something right now. They allow 409.8 total yards a game. You want to know how many yards in the air they give up? 285 passing yards a game. That's ranked 28th out of 32. They have one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL. Jimmy Garoppolo, this is the best game to come back and have get your rhythm back against a paltry Dolphins defense. Their secondary is terrible. He's going to squish the fish. If Jimmy's on the free agent wire, you might want to pick that bad boy up.
So the reason I think I can get you on camera here through my Skype. So you're about to be on camera here, just a little FYI. Let me see if I can get you on camera.
I'm in the kitchen.
Get your, let's see here. Come on, Skypey.
I'll be off camera for a few minutes. I got to do a few things.
Okay.
But, yeah, go ahead.
It won't. It's fine. I took it off.
It's all good.
I might switch back and forth too once in a while, but so The only problem with Jimmy Garoppolo, bro, though, is so many people have so many good quarterbacks. Like it's tough. It'd be tough to find a way to play.
Yeah,
but like
if you have
super flex
on the bye or
super flex,
this week, super flex them. But if
super
you have
flex.
like a bye week or something, the Jimmy is a perfect start. But I know a lot of people are asking about Mostert. He's still questionable. He's a game time decision. They still haven't said he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play. And I think he's a must start because the Dolphins, again, like I just said, Dolphins defense is terrible. Deebo Samuel, I know he had the illness during the week. He didn't practice. He was back in the facility, which means he passed his COVID test. He's pretty much a lock to play. So if you got Deebo on your lineups, if you want to play him, play the man. Other than that, Niners are getting healthy.
Yeah. Caleb, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Frake. Thank you, Brandon. Damon Moneyballs Clayton says trade zone thoughts. Traded my Mike Thomas and Joshua Kelly, to get Jonathan Taylor today. I would not have done that. I think I would rather have Mike Thomas and Jonathan Taylor moving forward because he's on the verge of coming back, even if he's out another week, which it looks like, there's rumblings, but I'll pull up the most recent news on him. But even if, let's say, he were to miss one game, he could even miss 2 games. He's still, to me, a guy that's gonna win you a league at the price you're paying right now, which is Jonathan Taylor has trade value of what, like end of the second round or top of the third equivalent. So I think you potentially gave up too much. Damon, bring that to me, man. Bring that stuff to me. On top of that, Kelly, all by himself, I don't think I would draft Jonathan Taylor rounds above Joshua Kelly if drafting for week 5 on. So if we did a draft right now, Kelly would be a guy I'd seek out, but I would draft him rounds later. Mike Thomas, I draft over JT moving forward. So it's just that's too much for me. But bring that to me next time, Damon. Chark and Jefferson. I don't know if you're just answering someone else's question. Mike Evans or Diggs in a trade, who is better? Evans is Evans is, how many touchdowns does Evans have on the year? He's leading he's got to be leading the
like 4 or 5.
I think he's got. Let's pull it up. Evans is on fire. Evans.
Yeah, and you know what? It's crazy about Evans. He's playing on a bad ankle.
Yeah, he's banged up. And another thing that pisses me off, though, is when people literally call out Brady over and over and over. He just dropped a 5 TD game the week prior. He had a tough matchup against Chicago. Everyone's talking about the fact that he lost track of the downs and everything. Oh, he's got Alzheimer's. It was sweet.
Smitty, that was bad.
That was bad.
Alzheimer's. That was bad, dude. And then they tried to play it off like, oh, he knew that was.
He was just.
Bad. I got no comment.
He was just saying, we'll run it back 4 more times.
That was bad. All I gotta say.
Back to Evans though. 4 targets, 1 reception, 2 yards, 1 TD in week 1. 2 yards and 1 TD. That freaked a lot of people out. Then Evans. Yeah. Evans bounces back in week 2, 10 targets, 7 receptions, 104 and 1 TD. The next week, 2 receptions, 2 yards, 2 TDs.
This is the thing with Evans.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta look at it. Like, I know he's getting like some big games where he's only getting like the 2 yards or whatever, and they're just touchdowns.
Yeah.
The guy's out there playing with one good leg, and he's putting up you gotta realize once he gets 100%, he's not 100%. Once he gets 100% and he can run the field, he's gonna be stretching the field. He's gonna be doing it. Right now, he's got 2 touchdowns. He's still a viable option for your team. Wait till he gets 100% healthy. It's going to be 2 touchdowns plus 100 yards almost every week.
Yeah.
It's going to get crazy, dude.
Bro, he has, let me put this on screen. He has 6 touchdowns in 5 weeks.
That's insane, dude.
He's absolutely going crazy.
Going bonkers.
I'm putting his stat line up. So he has 1 TD in week 1, 1 TD in week 2, 2 TDs in week 3, 122 in the air, 1 TD in week 4, and then only 41 yards last week, but a TD. He literally scored 1 TD in every single week this year, and in week 3 had 2 of them. Like, it's not even a question.
Impressive. He's impressive, bro. Let's be honest.
Dude's insane. Waller for Hunt. You lost Chubb. Dude, I love Waller. I love Waller. I'd trade 3 Wallers for Kareem Hunt right now. Kareem Hunt's a top 5 to 10 overall pick right now. So, Jason, if you can pull that off, you take a victory lap, boy.
Kareem Hunt's huge after Chubb. You know what? You kind of foreshadowed that Nick Chubb might go down. You were on the money on that one. You said Kareem Hunt is the premium handcuff in the league, and now he's about to just go absolutely crazy, man. That's huge. If you had Kareem Hunt going into this week before Chubb got hurt, I mean, pat yourself on the back, man.
Yeah, take a victory lap. Then take a victory nap.
Bad lap. How about my boy George Kittle, man? Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, but what the first thing that comes to my mind though is not like, oh, what a great game. It's like that guy's gonna kill himself out there.
He plays so hard, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's how Gronk played. But you know what? He's built. Like, if you see his training in the off season, he trains that hard so he can go out and do that. Like, he puts so much into training so his body can withstand it. He's like one of the only players that does it like that because he knows he's going to take a physical beating. He knows it. So when he goes into training, it's just like another. It's ridiculous watching his training videos. I know his trainer, and we talk all the time during the off season and even during the season. And he just says, man, he goes, this guy, out of all the guys that come down here and we train and work out, he says this guy's mentality, it's just insane. And everybody that's around him starts training like him. It's actually, Robert Tonyan, the tight end for the Packers. That's mini Gronk. They call him mini George Kittle, right? George Kittle 2.0. Last week he had his big breakout game. He trained with Kittle and his trainer and that whole group they have there. He's one of the guys. And Kittle texted him after the game and stuff. And then so I was talking to his trainer. And I go, dude, man, this guy Tanyan, he goes, and every time he posts with Kittle, you see Tanyan in the back training with him and this and that. I mean, it's insane. And he goes, yeah, dude, Kittle was so excited. But he said that during this off season, because he trained with him last year, he goes, this off season, like he kind of adopted that mentality that Kittle had. Was just like, I need to train 10 times harder than I ever did. So when I play the season, I can play 10 times harder. And that's the mentality. And yeah, you're right. It's going to take a toll, but the way he trains, it allows him to take that toll because not a lot of players train like that, man. It's insane.
What's up, Mark Cleveland? Glad to have you here. Okay, Brandon Smitty got a super chat. Your super chat. Sorry if I missed it. You have Dalvin Cook, Eckler, Cam Akers, Madison, Robert Woods, Calvin Ridley, Gallup, Dalton Schultz. What can you do to improve? You can't sell Eckler. You got to hold him. You can't sell Akers. You can't sell Woods. He's playing bad. You can't sell Ridley because I'll tell you what, Dr. Ross, Ridley was everyone's top 2, top 3 wide receiver overall heading into last week, and he he crapped the bed, scored 0 points, and I can't tell you how much his stock has plummeted on the average.
Of course.
And it's crazy the reactions people have. Like, I have people saying, should I start Ridley or, like, Landry? And I get so many start bench questions through my HeySmitty.com. Like,
Ridley's still going to be a viable. He's still a top wide receiver. He had a bad game. He played against elite cornerback and shut him down. Bottom line, that is what happened. He played against someone that shut him down.
He is so. It's crazy though. Like, it's so. When I see someone like Ridley on your team, unfortunately, the consensus out there is that he's no longer top 3 or whatever. You got to wait on him. You have literally no one on your team but Dalvin Cook that you can sell high. So, Brandon, I don't advise you to trade anybody but Dalvin Cook if the price is right, and it has to be amazing because Cook is in my top 3.
You can't. People are. I mean, yeah, maybe you try to trade them and get something, but listen, man, the Packers are a good team this season. They played a great defense. They had a good strategy, and you got to give credit. You got to tip your hat to the cornerbacks that were facing him. You know what I mean? Like the cornerbacks that were up against Ridley. They played his ass off. They played hard, man. They shut him down.
Maybe trade Cook for like a Clyde Edwards-Helaire and an A.J. Brown or something. Like, I do that because you can pull that off, or even Clyde Edwards-Helaire and another wide receiver that you like, because everyone's down on Clyde. Cook is playing out of his mind, and if you need some kind of move in order to survive, then that would be a viable move, because Clyde's in my top 5 moving forward.
He's going to be great, man. People are just... It's the first 4 games of the season, and he's played pretty damn well. Let me tell you that, man. But what about, are the Titans playing this weekend? I know there's been so many changes with
Tuesday. If it even happens, is Tuesday.
God, those Titans are dirty,
let's
man.
clear... I got to clear the Super Chat board because we're getting way behind on them, so let's clear it real quickly. Eckler out, flex Debo, Fuller, Lindsey, or Devin. I'm going to say...
Debo.
I'm going to say Fuller myself, but I can understand you saying Debo.
Fuller's the safe pick, but I'm going to roll the dice. Debo, it's his second game back. You know, he was getting his feet wet last week. I think they're going to play him a little bit more. You could tell, man, like, just talking to him, seeing his videos, seeing everything that he's been posting this week, he feels like, I think he's just ready to tear it up and go to another level this week.
Mostert back tomorrow. Answer quick because we got to get through these. Mostert back tomorrow.
Game time decision.
Mark, there you go. Game time decision. We don't know. Play a safe guy if you can. If not, try and wait as long as you can.
It's the afternoon game, so you'll probably get a report early in the morning.
Yep. Dak, Thielen, Cooper Kupp, Waller, Jared Cook, Zeke, and Gordon, Rojo. Still trade Waller for Hunt. Well, I mean, you want to go get another tight end. You can't rely on Cook being banged up, Jared Cook. So you got to go try and find another tight end. But I don't care what you have on your team. Waller for Hunt is a steal. Like, if you turn down Waller, trading your Waller for Hunt because of your roster and how it's built, Jason, you're basically saying, hey, I'll give you this $100 item with a receipt, and you're too unwilling to go to the store, return it for the $100, and then buy whatever you want with it. Like, you're getting Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's a top 10 overall player right now in fantasy football, and you're being offered a guy that wouldn't go in the top 5 rounds of fantasy football drafting right now. So you've got to maybe do some maneuvering, but someone's offering you quadruple or more value, probably more value than that in this trade. You've got to do it and figure it out. You can't wait. You can't let that go. Thank you, Sherman, for the super chat. Brandon, thank you for the super chat. Jordan says Kyler Murray or Dak this week. I want to take a chance on Drake in a flex, but he's a big risk. Justin Jefferson in the flex. Also, are you worried about Jonnu Smith? Schultz is my other option. Yeah, I would, because that Tennessee game is potentially not going to happen on Tuesday night, but if it does, it happens Tuesday night. Way too late for you to do anything. So I would start Schultz anyway. Jefferson as a flex is a great flex, but don't sit anybody that has a ton of upside. If you're talking about Drake versus Justin Jefferson, you could make that argument that Jefferson's safer. But I still might roll with Drake one more week. I'm not ready to give up on him yet. Kyler Murray, Dak, who do you like better, Dr. Raj?
All right, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think you got to find a way to get Kenny Drake and Justin Jefferson on your roster. Jefferson's playing out of his mind. Great rookie, but I think Kenny Drake is an actual better pick. Because, let me tell you right now, the Cardinals are playing the New York Jets. The New York Jets are absolutely terrible. Adam Gase should have been fired weeks ago. I'm starting Kyler Murray, and I need to find a way to play Kenny Drake. That's it. They're playing the Jets. They're 0-4. They're terrible. You start your Cardinals.
Yeah, and look at this super chat. $49 by Patricio. Thank you. Dropping it, bro. Drop it. Patricio, we love you here at the Fantasy Football Show.
We love you, man. $49.
You get the church music. We appreciate you.
Let's get the question.
Okay, his question was, rate Breeze, Jacobs, Gibson, J-Rob, Amari, Terry, Waller. So not rank them, but rate that team. So you got Breeze, questionable. Once MT comes back, I think, Like, this is crazy. You know, once MT's the number one wide receiver in fantasy football. You could argue Hopkins is the number one wide receiver, but the number one wide receiver in fantasy football is Mike Thomas. Drew Brees had that weapon taken off of the roster. So, like...
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is everyone's saying Brees is not going to do well this year. Like, it's crazy. Same thing with Brady.
Oh, yeah.
You give Brady a top 5 to 7 wide receiver back in Godwin, and he's playing with a full deck again. Why are we judging Brady right now when he's getting it done?
I think Drew Brees is tied to Michael Thomas. MT's out. When he's back, he's gonna inflate the stats. Everything goes up.
Yeah. So, your season long, you're gonna be fine with Brees, but yeah, he's a little shaky right now. Jacobs and Gibson, I like the running backs. I love J-Rob. I'd even put Gibson as your flex and J-Rob as your running back too. Amari Cooper is playing fine. Like, you're fine with him. Scary Terry, I love him. Waller, I like your team. I think it wouldn't be bad to try and, maybe move Amari, like if he's scoring crazy high for like 2 players. If J-Rob keeps going crazy, he had kind of a mediocre week, you could maybe turn him into like 2 players somehow. I wouldn't mind seeing you do that, but I like your team. I think a lot of it's going to ride and die on Gibson and Scary Terry if they really develop all year long.
Yeah, I agree. I do like J-Rob. I was a little disappointed with the Jaguars last week. I thought they would have been better, played a little bit better, put a little bit more points. But those Thursday night games are tricky, man. You can't always project them. But overall, pretty solid team.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Patricio. We appreciate you.
I'm in the wrong business, buddy. You just made $49 right there.
Yeah, so thank you,
for rating
Patricio.
his team.
My people take care of me, bro. My boy Umberger comes in here with a hundo every once in a while. So that's how I've been able to redo the studio. I plug everything back in to what I'm doing.
You gotta get that money, maybe.
I keep reinvesting for my people. So
I see that.
Okay, so back. Thanks again, man. Greg, Dalton Schultz, and Tanyan, reliable tight ends. Moving forward, Tanyan, I eat my words. Last week, someone asked me if I should take Tanyan or put him in their line. I forget what the question was, who the 2 players were, but I'm like, and I totally just kind of.
It's tough, man. You can't,
brush it off. But couldn't have seen that coming, except for that guy. I forget who it was. Who was it?
Yeah, I'll be right back, Smitty. I'm going to stay on the line, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be talking for a minute.
Okay. So, Dalton, I go with Tanyan, bro. But he's out this week. But for the rest of the year, yeah, for the rest of the year. And Jordan, to answer your question, to answer the quarterback question, because I know Dr. Raj touched on it, I'd probably go. Murray this week, bro. Matchup's great. I think they're going to do well. Eli, wait to sell high on Odell, McKinnon, or now. So McKinnon, I don't know if you could sell high on McKinnon. You could try, but definitely try it before he loses any of the value he has left. I mean, sure. Odell, I sell high if you can. I don't sell him low, but I certainly sell him high right now because I think he's going to be inconsistent. The moment you get a big whiff of inconsistency again from him, you won't be able to sell him for what you could sell him for right now. So I definitely poke around and try and get rid of Odell as high as you can heading into week 5. Okay. Smitty, is Mike Hawk going to break out? Cody, Mike Hawk will be okay. He's gonna have a big game tomorrow. He may play Tuesday night as well. So put him in your lineup. Bro. Evan Ingram for Tanyan. I take Tanyan at this point. One week will do a lot. Hawk is on injured reserve. You guys. Thank you for the super chat. I'm 1-3. I have Elliott, Drake, J-Rob, Monty, Kelly, Moss, A-Rob, J-Rob, and A-Rob. Diggs, Malcolm Brown. What are you eating, a candy bar there?
What's that?
What are you eating, a candy bar?
No. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I have Elliott, Drake, J-Rob, Monty, Kelly, Moss, A-Rob, Diggs, Malcolm Brown, A.J. Brown. You got a lot of Browns. You got a lot of Robs. What can I do to improve your record? If Drake goes nuts, you could entertain selling high. You could sell Monty and you could sell A-Rob. A-Rob I like A-Rob a lot, but I think he's got good sell high value where you can get another player that you like. So if you can't get that, dude, you just hold your team. You got Kelsey, you got Diggs, you got A-Rob.
That's a good team.
You got Elliott, Drake. You don't need to do anything. I mean, I don't know who your
that team is solid, bro.
Who's your quarterback?
Trade one of those, elite guys.
Go get Lamar
or something. I mean, but at the end of the day, your team is.
Go get Lamar. I don't think he put his quarterback. Go get Lamar.
Get Patrick.
And I'll never say don't sell somebody. I'll never say that because if the price is right, dude, I'll sell anybody. I'll sell anybody if the price is right. Smitty pick 2, Deontay Johnson, Woods, or Drake. I go Drake and Woods, bro. I'm not going to overthink that. Wait till Deontay starts playing consistent. A-Rob has one of the best floors in the league. Doesn't matter if you can sell high. Selling high is worth it, bro. For anybody. I'd sell... You guys know how much I love Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but if I could go get a Mike Thomas and J-Rob, I'm gonna go get it if I can get it. I don't care. I'm not gonna hold on to LaBello. Lamar Jackson sucks for his ADP. That's why I go get him, LaBello, because there are more than one of you out there that think that. Everybody, honestly, I have a huge advantage, Dr. Raj, because I get hit with so many questions weekly on my HeySmitty.com that I know exactly what the average person is thinking. I have my own ADP data mid-season because I know based on what everybody's sending me that Lamar's getting no respect and that he can be had via trade very, very cheaply. I'm not asking anybody to go pay what you paid on draft day. That's the whole point of buying low. You can buy, if Lamar Jackson was barely going at 3.1 in drafts in August and September, imagine what kind of trade value he has right now. 4th round?
Yeah.
You're not going to pay 4th round value for Lamar?
He's about to blow. He's going to pretty much blow up soon. He's going to have a game where he just goes out of control and people are going to be like, oh God, I wish I had Lamar. It's going to happen.
Marquise Brown, not Malcolm Brown. Okay. And you have Brady as your QB. You're fine then, bro. I mean, I still go get Lamar.
Team, bro.
I still go get Lamar if I can. Buy him cheap.
Good team, though.
Very good team. And why is everybody... Dr. Raj, you'd be a rich man if I gave you $10 for every question I got this week on what do I do with Brady? Do I keep him? Do I play him anymore? He just dropped 5 TDs the week prior. He had a tough matchup against the Bears. And he's getting a top 5 to 7 wide receiver to go along with a top 1 to 5 wide receiver that's already on the roster. Dr. Raj, if I gave you, if you're racing in a race car that has half an engine and I'm judging you based on it, you're about to get the other half of your engine back. Am I not reacting a little prematurely by saying your race car is not very fast? I don't understand this. Godwin's coming back. He's a top 5 to 7 wide receiver. Austin says Brady's washed up. How? I don't.
If you look at his stats, he's had a pretty good season.
He's had a good year.
Let me see this stat. I'm gonna read them to you. He's got 1,375 yards passing. He's got 12 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Pretty good, bro. That's not bad.
Let's let me put that on screen here. Let me put this on screen. Let's do a little math. Little mathy poo. A little mathy poo. Okay, let me drag this sucker on screen. Here we go. Let's extrapolate some data. So you said he's had 1375. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, 1375. Divide that sucker by 5
Uh-huh.
times 16. Move my keyboard underneath here. 4,400 yards. I don't know about you, but I'm okay with that. Okay, 12 TDs divided by 5 times 16. 38.4 TDs. What is the problem? And that's not even
good, bro.
not even rushing.
I know, and listen to the thing. What do you say? 36, 38 touchdowns.
Hold on, 13 TDs because he had a rushing touchdown. Divided by 5 games is 2.6 times 16. 41.6 total touchdowns and 4,400 yards. What is wrong with all of you?
So hold on, Smitty. So that means he can get between 35 to 40 touchdowns. Last season, let me show you these numbers. Last season, he had 24 touchdowns. The season before, 29. The season before, 32. The season before that, 28. If he puts up between 36 and 40 touchdowns, I mean, that's the most he's had since 2015. 36, dude. That's pretty good.
Bro, he's on pace for 41 total touchdowns and 4,400 yards. What is wrong with everybody? Why? How are people not seeing the numbers that are right in front of their face right now? 2 TDs, 1 TD, 3 TDs, 5 TDs, and then, yes, a 1 TD game against the Chicago Bears.
Defense is good. They proved it, man. Khalil Mack was in his mouth all night. They don't like him, dude. You know why? Because he doesn't know how many downs are on a game. They see that stuff.
Noah's always... Noah, here you go.
Take a lap.
Did you even watch Brady on Thursday? I don't know, Brady, did you watch... Noah, did you watch him the entire season where he's on pace for 41 TDs? I'm a little confused. I'm going
to say this, Smitty. Okay, look. As far as fantasy, he's a viable option. He's a good fantasy quarterback. He's still going to put up points. They have a dynamic offense. They got Mike Evans. Godwin's coming back. You know what I mean? They got Gronkowski, who can be a decent red zone weapon. I know they lost OJ, but they still have a good offense, you know? Chris Humphries, that white boy, he likes to throw the ball to.
Scotty Miller.
Tom Brady's still a good Scotty Miller. Sorry.
It doesn't even matter though, Dr. Raj. Like what anybody says about what they've seen or 41 on pace for 41 total touchdowns in a Bruce Arians offense.
No, but hold up. So Scotty Miller, that's his name. I don't know why I got it mixed up with Humphries. He looked like Humphries for some reason. Anyway, he's got a good offense around him. He's gonna sling the ball. Their offense is based on throwing the ball. Just like Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston puts up 30 touchdowns last season. Brady's probably going to score more than 30 touchdowns. He might have a few more picks than he usually does. I say he has around 14, 15 picks this season. It is what it is. But here's the thing. That's still solid production. He's going to give you over 30 touchdowns. He's going to give you 4,000 yards passing. Fantasy, he's a good quarterback. But the problem is, in real life, is compared to what he was at the Patriots, Bruce Arians is not Bill Belichick. Maybe he's a little washed up real life wise, you know, out there.
I don't think so, man.
But fantasy wise, he's gonna get the job done.
I don't think he's washed up at all. I think
Belichick was a big part of his success.
He's on pace for 41 TDs and 4,400 yards.
I was just saying he's gonna put up the numbers fantasy wise. He's gonna put up a good numbers. He's got a good team around him. But it doesn't mean that just because he's putting up fantasy numbers doesn't mean he's like the greatest quarterback sliced bread right now. He's not Tom Brady of 5 years ago, and that's what people are looking at. But he's still going to put up a lot of touchdowns. And fantasy-wise, you want him on your team. But let me tell you, he needs to figure out what down it is, man. That was bad.
Hey, man, things happen when you're on the field, especially when you spike the football. I'm just saying. I'm not going to hold that against him and not talk up it with his stats. Okay. Super chats.
He needs to know what down it is.
Should I trade Boyd and Hunt for Henry and Julio? Yeah, I mean, you probably should, man.
You probably should.
I like Hunt. I love Boyd, but Henry and Julio, that's a good gamble to take, bro.
Those two are amazing, man. But the problem is
Julio's hurt, but
Henry's team, they don't know how to stay clean and avoid and social distance and listen to the guidelines. And then Julio, his hamstring is hamstrung. And you know me, I don't like hamstring injuries.
Okay, let's see here. Should I trade? Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I already answered that question. I got like 4 of them on my screen here. A fair trade: Michael Thomas for Odell Beckham Jr. and Damian Harris, Ronald Jones, Hawkinson, Todd Gurley, and Gaskins rest of season. Thank you. Okay, so fair trade: Michael Thomas for Odell and Damian Harris, Ronald Jones, Hawkinson.
All those guys.
Yeah, I still take. I mean, Damian Harris, Ronald Jones, Hawkinson. None of those guys are gonna, I think move the meter for me when you're talking about trading away Mike Thomas. I keep Mike Thomas because you got to think about who do you have on your bench? Who are you dropping to make this trade happen? If you included all the players you'd have to drop, in order to put all those guys on your roster, I bet your side would look better all of a sudden. So I'm keeping Mike Thomas. I don't trade Mike Thomas.
Yeah, that's a good point. I agree.
Josh Allen, this is a super chat from Sherman. Josh Allen, Kamara, Aaron Jones, Hunt, Kelly, Madison, Evans, A-Rob, Fuller, Hollywood, Higgins, Mark Andrews. I was offered Lat Murray and Edelman for Kelly. Said no to that. Should he take a lap? I would have kept Kelly myself. So I think you did fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Edelman and Lat Murray. I mean, if Lat Murray got in there, if I know you have Kamara, so I understand why you were tempted maybe to do that. But if Lat Murray got in there, big if, he would be a top 10 running back. But at the same time, Kelly's already where Lat Murray would, kind of be. I think Kelly's definitely a step below. I know there's the fumbling concerns and all that, but he's really the only guy they're going to lean on, I think, unless he continues to fumble. But I think I take the chance on Kelly, but you're not crazy to do that if you want to back up. I mean, you've got so much running back power anyway. You're probably not playing Kelly. So, it's not a bad move, I guess, but...
Yeah, it's not like it's nothing significant. It is... I don't think it's like you missed out on anything.
Yeah. Steven, I have Allen, Kamara, Mixon, J-Rob, Gibson, Kelly, Moss, Johnson from Cleveland, Odell Beckham Jr., Chark, Higgins, Chenault, Higbee. What trades can I make to upgrade wide receiver and tight end? Higbee's okay. I mean, as long as he's healthy, I actually like Higbee. So it kind of depends on what you could get and what you'd have to give up. But I think that if you're going to try and upgrade at wide receiver, which I agree with you, I would like to see you do that. I like Kamara. I love J-Rob. I love Gibson. I imagine you can only start 3 running backs, so I'd rather get rid of Mixon and start Kamara, J-Rob, and Gibson and find a way to turn Mixon into a wide receiver, whether that's Mike Thomas, who's hurt. His owners are very frustrated with him. I would take a stab at trading Mixon straight up for MT. I love that for you. What other wide receivers could he buy low on, Dr. Raj?
Ooh, good buy low receivers right now. You probably
Adams?
got guys like Adams. Yeah, Adams is just, I was actually looking to say, Adams is the perfect example. You got a guy like Antonio Brown, our guy. AJ Brown. AJ Brown, our guy. Everybody's down on him. They're down on him. You get a guy like him. Once he's back, and once the Titans are back and playing, AJ Brown's going to be nice. I'm telling you, Terry McLaurin, maybe. I think he's going to eventually, he's been playing solid. I think that's a good buy low receiver.
And if you do go that route, you definitely could get a ton more. So I don't mind selling a Mixon for 2 players in your scenario. I think it's better if you can do a 1-for-1 because you've already stacked like a running back, so you don't necessarily need it. So maybe you do go after a tight end. Maybe you trade Mixon for, like, I'm just shooting out, ideas as if this, owner had both players. But let's say somebody had, like a Hawkinson or a Tanyan and, thinking of a wide receiver there, like Tyreek Hill or something. You might be able to swing Mixon for that, so.
Maybe. You never know.
Next question. Caleb says, I need to trade Chubb to survive. Any suggestions? Man, it's going to be tough trading away Chubb injured. Who's going to do that, and what can you get? You're going to have to get like 2 players. One that you could get a Drake. Like if you wanted to take a gamble on a guy that's already struggling too, the owner of Drake feels like he's got Drake hurt anyway. Like if you own Drake, you're like, damn, this guy feels like he's hurt. So you could potentially get Drake for
probably get Kenny Drake.
Yeah, so I'd go after something like that. You can't go after anything else. What else can you do?
He's a very good buy low option right now. There's not a lot of options right now. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to take a flyer on some guys, but I think honestly, Drake is a perfect buy low. That to me is the best option. Hopefully, you know what, one guy that you could have got for a while, but not anymore because he's come back. He could have been Raheem Mostert earlier in the week. He could have made a move for Mostert, but I think once he's announced to come back, there's no way.
I think Drake. Yeah, I think Drake is probably the best option at this point, man. So,
I mean, maybe if you want to take a flyer on Le'Veon Bell, that's it. That's all I got, man. It's slim pickings, man. Right now, Nick Chubb owners are hurting. I feel bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this option here. I don't know. Whatever. Straight. I'm starting Diggs in the Corona Bowl Tuesday. No regret, says Marlon. Corona Bowl. Dude, it's kind of cool if they do end up pulling off this Tuesday game. It's going to be kind of nice to have a Tuesday night football game. I'll be honest.
Isn't it going to be only one day off of football?
But what are they going to do? Have you heard anybody know in the chat what they're going to do if Tennessee misses yet another game? Like, what's the plan for that?
They gotta forfeit these, dude. They got to start punishing them because it's ridiculous. Did you see that they even were training undercover? They tried to train during all this stuff, man. It's ridiculous. They just got to follow the rules, bro.
Yeah, but what happens to the, how are they making these games up? Like, it's going to be crazy.
Clue.
Once a team's missing multiple weeks, like, what do you do?
I don't know. You just got to forfeit at some point. You can't keep making them up. I feel like that's what you got to do. But it's crazy, too, because, the person that, Ian Rappaport, NFL reporter, he showed those undercover pictures, right? He showed the facility pictures. I guess it wasn't cleared from the NFL Network. I guess he has to clear everything he shows and posts. Dude got clapped. He's banned from covering the sports or NFL right now until October 22nd, man.
Wow.
Jake, he's like the Woj of NFL reporting. Him and Schefter are the two top guys. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Jake. What's probably happened is you have in-app restrictions on. So if you go to I forget where it is on the phone. I think it's go to settings, the settings gear, click on I think your name, like your avatar in the iCloud section, then go, I believe, into, or no, wait, where is it? App Store, maybe? App Store, in-app, I don't know. It's somewhere. You got to go find in-app purchases, and depending on what version of the phone you have, iPhones, or what version of iOS will determine where you have to go. Smitty, Raheem Mostert, or Scary Terry. Mostert's game time, so you got to go with Terry, man, and just be safe.
Yeah, Terry's a safe pick, but if Mostert plays, you got to roll.
You're rolling with the Mostert.
Mostert, yeah.
Okay. And you should know it's afternoon game like Dr. Ross says, so you should know in enough time. 180 in the room. Please hit the thumbs up. Help the show out. I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jacobs, Hunt, Fournette. Dobbins running back, but I only have A.J. Brown, Kenny, Golladay, Evans, and Beasley. Any trade suggestions? I would probably say can't trade James White. You can't trade Dobbins. You got to hold Dobbins anyway. You can't trade A.J. Brown. No one's going to buy him yet. Kenny Golladay is actually playing quietly okay, but no one's going to give up a ton for him yet. They're still worried about him. Mike Evans, you could maybe sell high, but for whatever reason, people are still doubting him. I don't get it. Jacobs, Clyde,
love to hate, brother.
Hunt, you can sell Hunt on the high, but it depends on what you could get. Bro, I like Clyde, Jacobs, and Hunt, and I like A.J. Brown, Kenny Golladay, and Evans. I don't think you got to do anything. I wouldn't do anything. I like your team. I like it a lot. So I roll with it, bro. I think you'd be selling low on guys in order to get a deal done. So I wouldn't be doing that. Mixon for McLaurin and Fant, a fair trade. Look, I'm a big Mixon fader all the time, every year. And even I take Mixon over McLaurin and Fant because A, you can get a ton from Mixon via trade. That's like giving me $100 bill for your 50, or I'm giving you my $50 bill for your $100 bill, and the vending machine only takes $10 bills. I'll figure it out. Give me the $100 for my 50, my $50 in 10s, let's say. Like, here's the vending machine, Dr. Raj. It only takes 10s. I've got $50 in $10 bills. Somebody's offering me $100, one $100 bill. I'm going to take that even though I can't use it properly at the vending machine. I will figure it out. You're giving somebody a ton of trade value. Go get Mixon and make a trade, Steven. Clyde Edwards-Helaire stat line. Dr. Raj, hit me with a Clyde stat line.
Hold on.
I'll do it and then you can. Okay, so Clyde, I'm going to say gets the Raiders. This thing's at home in Kansas City. I'm going to go with... I'm
I got it.
I'm going to say it's a 2 TD rushing effort. No, or one rushing TD, one receiving TD, 145 total yards and 5 receptions. That's what I'm going to say for Clyde Edwards-Helaire against the Raiders.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you my stats. What's going to happen.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. Let me see. The Raiders are allowing 388 yards a game. 388.5 to be exact. Rush yards allowed, let me tell you what they're letting allowed. They are allowing 138.3 yards on the ground. They're the 25th ranked rushing team. So their rush defense, not too good. So I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to rush for 115 yards on the ground. He's going to get 4 receptions for 35 yards. And he's going to get tutties. He's going to get 1 touchdown. He's going to have over 100 yards rushing. He's going to have some nice, little couple catches out the backfield. He's going to get 1 touchdown. I don't see 2. I see 1 touchdown. A pretty solid day in the offense. And he's going to run. Oh, dude. All right.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to rush for 125 yards on the ground and get you 30 receiving and 2 total touchdowns.
All right. We're close. We were close.
Fan is out week 5, bro. So you can't start. This question I have here from Ashton: should I use Tyler Higbee or should I start Fant? Fant's gone. He's out.
He gone.
He's on. He's out.
He gone.
He played.
He gone.
Let's see. What was it?
He gone.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Helaire
There.
is how you supposedly say it. You know what though? Kamara and Kamara, there's no answer for that because they asked Alvin Kamara how he says his name. He says Kamara. He says, but my mom says Kamara. He's like, so I don't know. It's like
He really said that?
yeah, it's like me saying, well, it's Smith, but I say Smith, but my mom says Smith. I don't really know.
Who the hell says Smith?
Smithy. It's technically Smithy. Hope they
Smutty. Call you Smutty.
Schmutty. James Robinson or Jonathan Taylor rest of season. I'm actually going to say that Jonathan Taylor is higher risk, potentially higher reward. James Robinson is like steady.
I think, he's a steady
Steady Eddie.
I think JT has the higher ceiling. If he can ball out and get the touches and be the guy that we think he could be, he's the boom type, like a, roll the dice. Oh my God, this guy just blew up. But if you like to play it safe, J. Rob's the safer play.
Yeah. Andy for the super chat. I have Cam Akers, Fournette, and Zach Moss. What could I get in trade for him? Honestly, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Fournette isn't playing. Akers isn't playing yet. I mean, he could this week, I guess. But Zach Moss isn't playing, no one's going to give you a ham sandwich for him, bro. You can't even get like a Circle K, like one of those cold burritos.
For those guys.
Like you literally could like try and cheat and circumvent your rules by offering a Circle K burrito for, in exchange for one of those guys, and no one's going to give you that burrito. Nobody.
I want a burrito.
I need a solid running. You could get one. One of those cheese dogs that it says cooked behind this line. Rolling at Quick Trip or wherever you go. You couldn't even. Somebody wouldn't even give you one that wasn't ready, like that wasn't past that line yet.
That's bad.
Like they wouldn't give you that for any of those players. Now I will say, Andy, that doesn't mean I don't like him, bro. Well, I don't like Akers, but Fournette, he could gain value in the coming weeks. Like, don't drop him. And Zach Moss is like my quiet, like, wait on him. Don't be knee jerky and drop this guy thinking, if he doesn't survive at this point, he's never going to do it. Rookies take time, and Zach Moss has potential.
They go up and down. Rookies go up and down. We say it every week, Smitty. They go up and down like a roller coaster.
Judy or Ty? I'm going Judy.
Judy, my man, Judy. That's my boy.
I think I missed a super chat. Andy, I got yours. Michael, Cook, Sanders, Drake, A-Rob, Woods, Andrews, upgrade. Okay, so you have Cook, you have Sanders. You can't trade Sanders on the high. No one's going to give you enough for him. Cook, you could sell high, but it depends what you get. Drake, you can't sell him. You got to wait. A-Rob, you could sell high. Woods, you can't. Andrews, maybe, but he's hurt right now, so maybe not. I kind of think that, bro, you could go the route of trading like A-Rob for Mike Thomas straight up if the owner's like, I can't wait on Mike Thomas. Like, you could do that. You could also trade for like A.J. Brown and a Mostert for A-Rob. You could trade like something like that. I could see you doing. Sanders, same thing. You could go after a J-Rob, James Robinson, who did pedestrian-like last week, and people are so quick to be like, oh, God, I want to trade him before the plug is pulled. And then get
that's what they are.
Yeah, and then get somebody else because Sanders is ranked higher than maybe J-Rob in some cases, maybe not. But Christian McCaffrey, I trade Sanders for McCaffrey straight up. People are worried about him that if they're losing, they might be knee jerky and trade him.
Check this though. Check this. If Drake has, we said this earlier. I'm telling you, Drake has a big game this weekend. This is a perfect game for him to blow up, and then you can do teams that are struggling right now. If Drake has a big week, he can be your ticket to improve your team because I still like him. But if he has a big week, you use a guy like him to sell and improve your team. That's the guy I think is going to have a monster. I have a big feeling that Kenny Drake is going to go off this week to playing the Jets, man. He's going to have a game, and everybody's like, Kenny Drake is back. He's back.
Yeah.
And then you, being the smart fantasy owner, you're going to say, you know what? It's time for me to improve my roster. I finally got a good game out of Drake. Let me sell high right now. That's what you do.
Okay, so Dr. Raj, you and I, for the final thing we're going to do on the show, we're going to do a top 15 overall mock draft moving forward, as if we were drafting for today. And if you need me to throw out player names, if you don't have everything in front of you, I can do that.
Yeah, sounds good. And also, real quick, before we do that, I need to talk about Brandon Ayuk, man. Oh, my God. This kid needs the ball more, and they need to give him more touches because every time he touches the ball, he makes a big play. He's a playmaker with the football in his hands. This kid is so good. We talked about him before the draft or before the season started. I mean, go gadget Brandon. You guys amazing.
Dun, 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 dun.
You guys, did you see that? I'm sure you've seen it. Everybody's seen the play. The big hurdle play this week. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. When are we going to get T-shirts for that? Where Dr. Raj is saying, "Oh my God!"
I'm telling you, I got a lot of. You know what else is crazy? Because you know me, I've come up with so many catchphrases for this team. Like it's astronomical the amount of catchphrases I've made.
Oh my God!
Let me tell you what happened this week. I don't know if you saw, but you know what I used to call when we drafted Ayuk, and then I said, "Oh my God, I got a perfect name for this." Team, I call them the Yak Brothers, the Yak Bros. Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. And I post that through my page a lot. The Yak Bros come in, hype them up. Yak Bros, yada da da da. because they get a lot of yards after catch, right?
Yep.
Now, Debo Samuel follows him. Of course, he sees all the stuff I post. He's seeing all the hype, all the propaganda I post, the yak bros. This week, on a press conference, Debo Samuel, they asked him about Brandon Ayuk. And he says, oh, yeah, Brandon Ayuk, he's just like us. He's built like us. He can get the plays after the catch. He goes, he's the perfect addition to the yak bros. He said it out in the press conference.
Damn.
Like, oh, my God, he said it. And then he said this. He goes, yeah, you know my bros. You talking about the yak bros on the Instagram. I was like, oh, my God. Because I know he got it from me.
Yeah.
And then now everybody's – and then the 49ers, in the official page, everybody's calling them the yak bros. I started it, and now everybody's taking it from me. I gotta get shirts, but
nice
I
job.
already made the shirts of the Yak Bros. But every time I come up with stuff this big, people gotta take it.
Torres says, "Nice job, Dr. Raj. Keep it up." Dynasty trade. Who do you do this? Josh Allen, Drew Brees, Chase Edmonds, Mike Davis for Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So Tom Brady and Clyde and Jimmy for Josh Allen. Mike Davis. Yeah, you got to take, bro. You got to take the Clyde Edwards-Helaire side. This is Dynasty.
Yeah.
You know, I like Josh Allen a lot. Edmonds is like a what if. Mike Davis is a fill-in, like amazing fill-in right now. But
he's a very good at fill-in. But Dynasty,
it's not even close.
He's not going to sustain.
PPR, Brady, Kamara, Hunt, Mostert, Galladay, DK, Debo, Kelsey. Bench is AJ Green, Jamal Williams, Lat Murray, Alshon, upgrade or trade. Okay, so you have Kamara, you could trade high. Hunt, you could trade high. Mostert, you can't yet. You got to wait on him. Galladay, you won't get enough. DK, you could sell high. Kelsey, maybe sell high. Brady, you couldn't sell high. So the only players I consider, if the price was right, is trading Kamara, Hunt, or DK. Now, you could trade DK for, like, if you could find someone that had, like, a James Robinson who's, worried about him or whatever, and get like an AJ Brown included with that. You could trade DK straight up for Mike Thomas. You could trade Hunt for McCaffrey if you wanted to, because Mostert could be, if he's not back this week, he'll be back, the following game. Like, that's the only thing I look to do. Your team is really good, and I think you could win it all right now. So I don't mess with it unless you're getting some huge monster addition. Like, that's a solid team, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I see so many people, like, their team is really set, really great, and there's really not too many holes, but then they want to improve. It's like, your team is set. Sometimes you don't want to tinker too much, because then you're going to ruin a good game. If your team is that good, you don't need to throw everything away,
Gotta win Dak, Chubb, Hollywood for Watson, Woods, Mostert. Dak, Chubb, Hollywood. So Chubb's out. Like, Watson and Dak are close enough. You're getting Woods and Mostert for Chubb and Hollywood, and Chubb is out for 4 to 6 weeks, and who knows what the hell is going to happen. You've got to take that Watson, Woods, and Mostert side.
Yeah, you do. Because you don't know. Yeah, at this point, you can't be banking on players that are hurt.
Trade Julio for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Absolutely. Only if you like winning, Kyle. Only trade Julio Jones right now for Clyde Edwards-Helaire if you like winning. And who to start this week for flex, Freeman, Kelly, or Chenault. Kelly's getting the volume. Freeman, you don't know what the hell you're dealing with. And Chenault, I like him, bro, but this is a guy that you're not gonna play over a guy like Kelly who's getting volume. Now Kelly's fumbles could cause like a dip in production, but I'm willing to take that chance until I see it. And then grade the trade Julio for. Yeah, so Julio for Clyde. Kyle, amazing job on that trade because he actually did that trade. Okay, so let's get to the mock draft real quick. If there's any super chats, I'll go back and finish them. You're on the clock, Dr. Raj, at 1.1. Are you taking, and this is for week, let me preface, week 5 on, okay? So none of the points count from weeks 1 through 4. You could take Thursday night game if you want and include that in your mind. But week 5 on.
Okay.
Okay, so the top guys are going to be like Kamara, Elliott.
Let me get up. Hold on, let me pull up my.
You want me to go 1.1?
Huh?
You want me to go 1.1 so you can pull up your stuff?
No. Just give me a minute. Let me pull up mine.
He wants 1.1. He's not giving that up. Computer, studio off. Computer, studio off. You guys read that? Yeah, that's better. Okay. I gotta get the lighting right in here.
Okay.
I got an offer since I've been watching y'all, Hunt and Lockett for Zeke. I love Hunt, bro. I love Lockett, but I go get Zeke, man. I do have DK already. I go get Zeke. I trade in on Hunt because you don't know what's going to happen when Chubb comes back, and you're getting I think the number. You'll see where I draft Zeke here in a minute. Should I offer Mixon for AJ Brown and Swift? I think you could get more than that. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so 1.1, I'm taking Kamara.
Okay. Kamara is 1.1. This is week 5. Moving on, guys. We're not including anything else. And if there's any super chats during this time, I'll go back, so don't worry. Number 2 overall for me is going to be I want to put Dalvin Cook here pretty badly, but I think I'm going to go Zeke Elliott. I mean, this is again is now moving forward. I think the Cowboys lean on him more than they have been, and it's going to be a Zeke Elliott show from here on out. You're up at number 3, Dr. Raj.
I'll take Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, number 4. I am up. So I got a dilemma here. Am I going Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who I still believe in it to be the top 5 guy? Do I go Aaron Jones? When I don't go Aaron Jones here, like the wrath gets unleashed, like the Kraken gets.
Yeah.
Smitty, why did you not go Clyde? Aaron Jones. I'm gonna go with CEH.
Oh.
Because I'm trusting my gut, and my gut tells me he's going to have an amazing weeks 5 through 16. You are up, Dr. Raj.
I gotta take AJ. I gotta take Aaron Jones. That's the next pick. That's a smart pick.
Jones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. So, Kamara, Elliott, Cook, Clyde, Jones. Kamara, Elliott, Cook, Clyde, Jones. That leaves like Henry. I'm gonna go McCaffrey here, and I know that I'd be taking, a little bit of a gamble. Can you guys read that, CMC? I'm taking a little bit of a gamble that we don't know exactly if he'll be back in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but I will if I was in a real league, I would find a way to get Davis if I could reach high enough and make sure I secure the remainder of the year those exact number of starting slots, because if you add Davis, the number of games that he's the starter, I'm not talking about starting both at all, one at a time, you add up the remaining starting slots, one player, you're going to have the number 1 overall player, I think. So I think that's a crafty position to be in if you're mock drafting right now, or you're drafting or whatever. So you're up. We've got all the wide receivers from Hopkins to MT to Ridley to Adams.
Well, you got them all, man. I guess
Henry.
Running backs are controlling this year. You know what I mean? You got to take, honestly, weeks 5 through 6. You don't know the certainty of Nick Chubb. I got to go Kareem Hunt.
Woo!
Roll the dice. Yeah.
Like it. Hunt. Number 8. Is it Derrick Henry for me? Is it Hopkins, Ridley, Thomas, Adams? I'm gonna go Henry here.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
I don't know if you guys could read that. Let's see.
Alright, it's tough, man. You can make a case for Ridley, Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas should be back. DeAndre Hopkins. I go Hopkins right here. Take Hopkins. He's the safest receiver, I think, at the moment. Top receiver. You know what he said today? It's what he said. He said, I'll only miss a game if my leg is cut off. That's what he said.
So you're going Hopkins?
Yeah.
Okay, 9. Hopkins. Hopkins. I'm going to go at number 10. Henry's gone. AJ. So I got Jacobs here. I've got J-Rob, Miles Sanders. I'm just reading off the running backs. Miles Sanders, Mixon, then a bunch of running backs I don't consider here. Maybe Jonathan Taylor. Wide receivers, we got Ridley, Mike Thomas, Adams, Tyreek Hill. How crazy am I to think MT here? If he's coming back potentially next week is, I think, more of a lock. There's all kinds of rumors out there right now regarding Sunday, but he's probably out. Let's pull up Mike Thomas real quick.
Wow.
Thomas. He's limited Friday. Thomas has been limited in back-to-back practices, making him trending towards questionable for a final injury tag heading into Week 5. Thomas would be a boomer bust wide receiver play. So that to me tells me that I might be out Thomas for 1 week. Now Adams has been banged up too. I do expect Adams to be back too. In his next outing here. God, this is tough. I'm going to say, I think I timed out.
Yeah, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I went bold with CMC here. I'm going to go bold with Mike Thomas here too.
Wow, okay. Very nice.
So,
Very nice.
that's me getting a little crazy. I think
I'm going to take Josh Jacobs here.
Okay. Josh Jacobs. So we're going to go 11. Jacobs. That leaves me with Jonathan Taylor, J-Rob, Miles Sanders, Joe Mixon. Wide receivers, we got Ridley. We've got Adams. I'm going to go Adams here. I almost went Adams at 10, but I can't pass on him at 12.
Yeah.
I think I just got a steal in Adams. I just took this league. This is my grandma league. I took this league out back.
I know. I looked at it. I was thinking him, or I could go for. But I like Josh Jacobs, man. They've been pounding with him.
Okay, so who you going at 2.01?
It's tough.
Let me erase the board and can you go another whole round? You want to go another whole round?
Hold on, yeah. Where are we at? Yeah, let's go finish.
So we got Kamara.
Receiver. Hold on. I think I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill here.
Okay, so I'm gonna recap here: Kamara, Elliott, Cook, Clyde, Aaron Jones, Christian McCaffrey, Hunt, Henry, Hopkins, MT, Mike Thomas, Jacobs, and Adams. That rounds out round 1. Round 2, Dr. Raj. This marker is not erasing well. What is this marker made of? This marker is as old as Tom Brady, bro. It forgot how to erase. Okay. So 2.1 is I'm sorry, who'd you say?
What's that? Wait, what?
Who did you go? Hill, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Okay, 14 overall. I'm gonna roll with. God, do I go Ridley here? I'm going Ridley. Number 15. You've got Jonathan Taylor left, J-Rob, Miles Sanders, Joe Mixon. A lot of Joe Mixon angry people in here right now because we haven't taken him yet.
I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to take Calvin Ridley.
I already took Ridley.
Oh, you just... Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you.
Just sniped you.
You know what? I'm going to make these people so mad, and I'm going to pick a player that they probably be like, I'm going to take OBJ, baby.
Whoa!
OBJ
Whoa!
is out of the way. My boy is balling out of control this season.
Computer studio off. We're out of here. This show's over.
Game over. I'm taking. I knew I was going
to don't.
With that one.
That's early, bro.
Hey, I don't care. I want my boy Odell. I don't even care, man. He's balling out this season.
Oh,
Give me
man.
all that Odell. Give me all the Odell hype.
That's early, bro.
I know it is.
So we got
I know it is.
we got Hopkins gone, Ridley gone, Mike Thomas gone, Adams gone, Tyreek Hill gone, Galladay's there, Mike Evans is there, DK Metcalf is dropping loads here.
I know. I hear it all. I know. I could have taken DK. I
No,
was
no,
about to, but I like OBJ.
I'm no longer.
OBJ.
No, I'm no longer ripping on that. I'm just telling you who's available.
I know who it is.
And then I got Jonathan Taylor, J-Rob. I'm tempted to go J-Rob here, but I want DK. I want Evans. I
like DK and Evans too. I just had to get my boy OBJ. I just wanted
I'm
to
going
spike
DK.
the committee.
DK, baby. Number 17 overall. You're up. We're going to 24.
Yeah, that was nice. I should have taken DK Metcalf.
So you got your boy Odell, bro. Don't.
I know. I got my boy, though. I just need to get my boy. He's carried. You know what, though? He's playing on another level, man. He's shitting all over folks. No pun intended. Let's see. Man, let's see who's available still.
Some people are saying you're smoking it. Some people like it. Okay. So the guys available.
Oh man, I could take Lockett. I could take. Oh, who else is available?
Galladay's there. Evans is there.
Galladay.
A-Rob.
I'm gonna take Mike Evans here.
A-Rob and J-Rob. Okay, Evans.
Yeah, I like Mike Evans.
I like this pick a lot. I think how has Evans fallen to 17 is my question. How did we let this happen?
Get picked before Mike Evans?
How did Odell go before? Who's in this league? My grandma?
No, man.
Give me
in this league? Beckham's in this league.
Yeah, give me J-Rob. Give me a J-Rob.
Oh man.
Okay, 19, you're up. I took J-Rob.
You did. I'll take Galladay.
Okay, so bear with us, guys. We're spitballing this. I don't have somebody keeping track of who's gone, so I'm trying to figure this out. Let's see. Jonathan Taylor's there. Mixon's still there. Miles Sanders is there. Galladay's gone. Hill. So all those wide receivers are gone.
I'll take Mixon.
Hold on. Wait your turn, bro. Wait your turn.
Oh, shit. Okay, my bad.
J-Rob. Let me see what the chat's saying. Allen Robinson's there.
A-Rob, yeah. A-Rob is good. I got a lot of receivers, bro.
A lot of Amari Coopers.
Ooh, I don't know about sharp dress Amari Cooper.
Evans over Cooper. Yes, Mark. He's been dropping loads, bro. I'm gonna roll with. This is a good range for Mixon. This is where he should have been drafted.
I agree.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Mixon here. And this is where he should have been drafted. He shouldn't have been drafted in 13 to 15, whatever. I'm okay with this. And this is a lot of... I get so many people, Dr. Raj, that are like, oh my God, told you about Mixon. No, you didn't. If you knew it, you would have done what I said, which is you don't draft him. You let him bust for a grip of games and come in and buy him low. Now, granted, I would have, being honest here, advised you to wait until week 5, 6, or 7. You know, not that he would have blown up in week 4, but I still would probably sell him high off this value if I could get it done. I'm drafting him here because A, I think he's semi-safe there, but B, I could trade him for a player I like a lot higher. Okay, you're up, Dr. Raj.
Oh man, let's see who's available. Let's see, hold up.
I love how everybody's got their guy, though. You know, like the disrespect to Connor. Like, you're going to run it. Everyone's going to feel like someone's disrespected. The disrespect we're giving to Mixon. Mixon's busted for 3 straight games. Finally came back in week 4, and he's not a lock to get rid of that inconsistency. So I think this is not a bad spot to take a stab at Mixon being consistent moving forward. Like, it's funny, the comments are like, where's Connor?
Funny.
Why would Connor be ahead of, I mean, he should be ahead of Odell. Earmuffs, Dr. Raj. But,
I know. I just had to throw that one in there.
but like Ridley, Hill, DK, Evans, there's no way I'm taking Connor over those guys. Like, what am I smoking? What are you smoking, bro?
I agree.
I mean, this is crazy.
Let's see. Oh, man. Maybe JT. I'm looking at JT still there. You got my boy Lockett still there. Cooper still there. Diggs. Man.
Where did Jacobs go?
I took him like a couple of picks ago.
Okay, he definitely went, right?
Yeah, I took him already.
In the first round? Okay.
Great.
I'm just making sure. I saw Jacobs comment. Like, did we really miss Jacobs?
I think I'm going to... Hold up. I'm trying to remember who's available. I'm going to take JT. I'm going to take my man Taylor.
I would have taken JT.
No?
No, I would have.
Oh, yeah. That's the pick. I was thinking either him or A-Rob, but...
Okay, so J-Rob's got... So Miles Sanders is there. That might be the pick here. A-Rob, Allen Robinson's there. I like that, too.
I like that pick.
What did Sanders do last week? Let's see. Miles Sanders, the madcap. Could Smitty be taking both Mixon and Sanders, guys he told everyone not to draft?
Two guys you don't like.
I know. I don't trust Philly. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't even do it now. I don't trust Philly at all. I'm going with... I like Diggs a little here. This is where I start contemplating Mahomes. And I know everyone's going to be like, you're taking a quarterback early. I can't believe you. I'm not taking him here, but this is where I start contemplating it. The only reason I'm not is because you guys let me get away with it. So I'm going to go... A-Rob.
Oh, man, that's a pick. That's what I was thinking of.
23, 2 more picks. You're up, and then I finish it off 24 overall over here.
All right. I'm going to take Tyler Lockett.
Okay, Lockett. I'm surprised you didn't take Kittle.
You know, I was almost about to.
Kittle over the middle. Let's see. Who do I take here? I know we're going to get a lot of, where's Chris Carson?
Yeah, they will.
Diggs is kind of tempting here. Kittle's kind of tempting here. Amari Cooper's kind of tempting here, kind of. I still worry about him, but...
Kind of, yeah.
Connor, maybe right around, a little bit later, but like right around here. Miles Sanders is kind of tempting still. Man. Should we let the followers pick this one?
Let's do it.
Who do you guys want? You vote on the last player. Number 24 overall. Who is it? A lot of you like Amari Cooper here. Maybe Cooper over A-Rob a little. A-Rob. You forgot Amari Cooper. Smitty, I didn't forget anything, Noah. You forgot Amari Cooper. Sanders, 1 vote for Sanders. A couple votes for Cooper. Kelsey, Lamar, Kelsey, Kittle, Carson. You guys are all over the map. Kittle. Whoa. Couple Kittles. I'm going to take Ugly's Eckler out. No Eckler, Ugly. Come on. Amari Cooper, Kelsey, Lamar, Kittle, Keenan. Sorry, Keenan. Miles, Cooper, Sanders. Cody says, Mike Hawk. Okay, I think it's going to be Edelman or Gage. I'm going to go Edelman, bro. We got a couple Hawk votes. CD Lamb. A couple Michael Hawks. Godwin. AJ Brown. Come on, guys, get consistent here. I can't even tally this. Amari Cooper. I think Cooper and Kittle are the final. Okay, next super chat is going to be the winner. So whoever super chats the answer.
There you go.
Where's Hollywood? Where's Hollywood, Noah? A.J. Brown. Super Chat's going to get it. Next Super Chat gets it. Otherwise, it'll be Cooper. Amari Cooper. Which I still don't think is that... Like, there's a lot of disrespectful comments. Like, I'd take Cooper over Odell myself. Again, no, Dr. Raj, stick to your guns. You like Odell or don't worry what anybody says.
Yeah, that's my boy.
I like Cooper over Odell and Lockett personally.
I don't change up for nobody, man.
Earl Campbell says TP. Okay, so we're going to go Cooper and Campbell as a tie. What do you say? Is it Campbell, right? Earl Campbell? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mari Cooper and Campbell tie for number 24 overall. Pretty good mock. I like it.
That's not bad.
I like it. It's a good mock.
You know, I had to do my Odell. I had to just throw something in there. Change it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a horrible pick. Odell's tearing it up.
Jordan super chatted Kittle, so we're going to put Kittle here too. It's a three-way tie.
Okay.
Three-way tie. I like it. I like that. It's a good mock. How do you like the new studio, Dr. Raj?
It's nice, man. It looks good. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Man, you did everything's good.
Yeah, so...
I'm glad you're back tonight, man. It's been... I haven't really been live this week either. I've been busy myself, but it's good being back, every once in a while.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's... I've been... I got a lot of things going on, but things are good. Things are good, and I'll be... what I'm really ramping up for is 2021, Dr. Raj, and I'm not trying to tell anybody that my content's not going to be up to par for the remainder of the year redraft, but what people don't know if they're new to my channel is that I get a jump on 2021, like the next year, more than most channels. So you're going to see I would venture to say that people are going to see as much 2021 content on my channel as they see 2020 content on other people's channels, and I'm still going to deliver the same amount of 2020 content moving forward. I'm just going to be like tripling down. So about Thanksgiving time, or maybe a little bit earlier, you're going to see a ton of content from me. So
nice.
Get ready. I mean, I already do like a video a day, but this is going to be heavy 2021 content mixed in, so I can't wait. And all the exclusive members are going to get a whole handful of exclusive content from me. All right. I'm out of here, Dr. Raj. I appreciate you joining. I'm going to look through the super chats real quick. I'm going to probably end it here with you and then just go through these remaining super chats real quick. And then are you good for next Saturday, tentatively?
Yeah, we should be good to go, my man.
Okay, unless one of us gets COVID and we got to postpone it to Tuesday night.
Don't say that.
Unless we postpone it to a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
A COVID live.
Man, all I gotta say is the Titans, they gotta be the dirtiest team. We thought it was gonna be it's funny? Remember we were joking about this in the offseason? You were like, it's gonna be the Browns, because they got the crappy facilities, this and that, the shitty facilities, and they're a dirty team. I can't believe it's the Tennessee Titans out of all the teams. That's the team that's really screwing it up. You would think it's the Browns, you're right, especially with Odell taking dumps everywhere.
You remember Najee Davenport got arrested, Green Bay Packer running back, for taking a dump in a dorm room closet?
Yep. Oh,
I mean, that's if you're going to take a dump, at least do it in a dorm room.
I mean, if you're going to do it, I bet you Odell was like,
put some respect on
invite, it. Bro, like, where was the invite?
Put some respect on the dump taking, bro.
Come on, man. I mean, that's ridiculous, but COVID season is crazy. I don't know. I feel like I'm surprised that Patrick Mahomes didn't test positive for COVID, because if you remember at the end of that Patriots-Chiefs game, he was really close to what's his name? Who's the cornerback that got it for the Patriots?
Yeah, it's
Gilmore.
It's weird because there are a lot of players that you would anticipate getting it, like especially with what was the special teams or the trainer or who got it recently on a team? I'm blanking. Where's the trainer or whatever? So we'll see if everybody starts getting it on that team. I'm blanking out on.
It's crazy. I'm just surprised that Patrick Mahomes didn't get it. I think if Patrick Mahomes gets it, they might do something drastic to the league. Like,
hold on. Mahomes has it. Let's pause. Let's pause the league.
Yeah, let's pause the season.
Wait for Mahomes. You ready? Time out.
Yeah.
Time out.
Oh, you're not ready yet? Okay, we need to. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pause this league.
Patty
Okay.
Mahomes will not be told to miss a game. We're gonna time out the season, game off.
Yeah,
A car's coming. Let's pause the game. And
Yeah.
you remember that playing football in the street and a car would go by, you'd be like,
Yep, you gotta pause. Hold on. Pause. Yep. We used to do that.
That's
Okay,
like
we
when
play
Patty-
sports out in the street.
all right, Dr. Raj, let's go live on Instagram this week, and then also see you Saturday here on Smitty1.com, bro. Appreciate you coming by.
Good luck. Enjoy the games tomorrow. I got a busy day tomorrow. Oh my God, I just hope we win.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow, man.
Thanks, bro.
Later. Follow my boy Dr. Raj at RSF49ers on IG. Torres for the super chat. Okay, final super chats here. I'm sorry, Ellis. I see it now. Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown for, I assume it's not Malcolm Brown. For Watson, Woods, 1 and 3. I lose. I must cut Dak. I lose. I must cut Dak. Dak, Malcolm Brown for Watson and Woods. If you lose, you got to cut Dak. I don't understand that at all, Ellis. But I'm taking Hollywood Brown and Dak over Watson and Woods. But I don't understand the cutting part. Maybe you can clarify that for me. I swear if Drake goes off tomorrow, James, I hope he does. I hope he does, man. Yeah, they'll change the rules if Mahomes gets it. They're not putting Mahomes. The league will come up with some excuse. They'll be like, we're pausing things for the moment. Hilton and Kirk on waivers, pick them up. It depends on the context, bro. But I'm not that excited about either one. I'll be completely honest with you. Maybe Hilton I pick up if I need a wide receiver. Marquise Brown, Damian Harris, Mike Davis, or injured Saquon for CEH. Mike Davis or injured Saquon. I don't understand this, because if there's any keeper value at all to Saquon, I mean, you gotta factor he's way more valuable than Mike Davis if you're talking about keeper value. So I don't really get this question either. Two confusing questions in a row, or am I just tired? But Mike Davis or injured Saquon, like, this has got to be a keeper question, right? Or a dynasty question. Like, of course I'd take Saquon over Mike Davis. So Hollywood Brown, Damian Harris, Mike Davis, or injured Saquon. But I'm going to confuse matters worse and tell you that it doesn't matter. Clyde. I take Clyde. He's healthy. I like him near as good as Saquon for Dynasty. If not more, because of the ACL tear. I mean, who knows what the hell could happen with that, man. So I'm going Clyde Edwards-Helaire over all of that. Redraft, Dynasty, keeper, Tech Mobile, simulation, whatever. Torres, doesn't matter. I don't think I'm missing any super chats, so here is the outro music. I appreciate all of you. Happy week 5, and let's hope for some no injuries. Let's hope for some healthy football, and let's hope that Titans game plays on Tuesday night. Super chat. Torres says, "Sorry, Dynasty. Sorry, I meant all 4 for CEH. I take Clyde. I don't mess around. I don't care if I'm getting extra players, and I'm taking Clyde. I love Hollywood, but I'm taking Clyde." Lou says, "Just needed a final opinion. Lamb, Diggs, or more." That's Lou. I'm going to get that wrong 49% of the time. That is a tough question. But I'm going to go with... Damn, I don't know, Lou. I don't know. I'm going to go with Diggs and Lamb. Diggs and Lamb, bro. But when's Moore go off? Is Moore a low-end wide receiver 1? Probably, but do you put Lamb on the bench? I don't know that you can. But I think safe play is Diggs and Moore, to be honest with you. If you want to roll the die a little bit, put in Lamb over Moore, sure. But I'm going to probably play Diggs and Moore 7 times out of 10 at this moment. That could change as Lamb keeps developing, but that's pretty hard to put either one of those guys on the bench. Cooper or Diggs. Now, this is weird because I draft Cooper higher in our moving forward rankings or mock draft that we just did, but for whatever reason, I can't shake that I like Diggs every single week over a bunch of guys you wouldn't think I'd be benching. I just think that Diggs is going to be ultra consistent moving forward, and I think that in general, if we're just talking in general of who to start, Diggs to me, and in this case though, let me throw the caveat in at the end, because what I'm going to tell you is to start Cooper, but keeping COVID out of it in the Tuesday game, which we think may not happen, meaning you have to go Cooper, spoiler alert, I feel like I want to start Diggs, bro. Like, I feel like he's so solid and consistent, and he's always been inconsistent because of his quarterback. He has Josh Allen now. So I love Diggs. I think Diggs moving forward can compete with Cooper all year long. But with the Tuesday game maybe not even happening, you got to go Amari Cooper. You can't run the risk of not having anybody playing if they decide to call that game and pull it at the end of the day on Tuesday. So no way. Lamb or MT, Noah? I'm going to advise everybody else to play Lamb this week if MT's out. But you, Noah, you put MT in hurt or healthy. That's your punishment. That's your scarlet letter, bro. Do I play Deontay or Julio if he plays? If Julio plays, you got to play Julio. Can't wait to see what Moss is going to do. It may not happen this week, but give Zach Moss time. Let everybody drop him, come in and grab him. So if Tuesday's game is postponed, then Lamb and Moore would be safer than Diggs for this week. If you're gonna factor in that, I would say that Moore, I would go more Lamb. I think you gotta wait. Like, if we find out that everything's good to go, we're walking into the game kickoff and everyone's like, no, this Tuesday game's happening. But if we get no clarification, then yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sit Diggs. But I don't want to. Julio might go out mid-game though. True. Should I trade Jonnu for McKinnon if I have Andrews? Dude, I don't know about that trade. That's like, you kick me in the nuts, I'll kick you in the nuts. Let's see who kicked harder. Like, neither one's doing much for me. Why can't MT say if he's playing or not? I know, Noah. It's frustrating, bro. Hollywood or Bobby Trees? Robert Woods or Hollywood? I'd probably go Hollywood, Bobby Trees if you need safety, and go Hollywood if you want to roll that die, bro. Roll the dice. Okay, last one, and I'm out of here. Got offered Clyde for Thielen, Drake, and Jonnu. You better have taken that trade and got Clyde, or you are running wind sprints all morning long, bro. Like, you probably should lap it. Just for asking me if you should take Clyde for Thielen, Drake, and Jonnu. Like, lap it right now. Lap it now. Lap it good and fast, and then come back and watch the end of the show. Like, don't even wait. But smile ear to ear as you make your way around the house and the premises. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining me in the new studio and continued education in the fantasy football world. And I appreciate you. Later. Subscribe if you're new, and hit the like button on your way out, because hitting like helps me a ton. I can't tell you enough how much it helps me. Good luck tomorrow. Yes, this is I don't know what kind of Band-Aid this is. I was drilling. I've got a lot of drilling to do in here. And I broke the drill bit and literally shoved the drill bit like halfway through my finger. I'm surprised. I probably do need stitches, and I probably need to get a tetanus shot. But I've got the strawberry Band-Aid on, if you haven't noticed. Later.